The US poverty rate has increased by over 3 million people since 2020. And if you're a mama currently living through hardship, my heart is with you. In today's video, I want to offer you not only some words of encouragement, but also give you some simple tips to assist you in living in contentment and joy, even during times of difficulty, as well as some easy ways to bring beauty into your home on a tight budget. During my own 23 years thus far of being a mother and a homemaker, I've spent over half of that time living below the poverty level. And oddly enough, it was the years that I spent in financial abundance that my heart struggled to find contentment and joy more than ever before. So first and foremost, have peace in your heart knowing that true happiness does not come from money. If you aren't happy where you are now, you also won't be happy where you're going. I spent so many years believing that if we just lived in the bigger house or had the nicer things, then I would find happiness. But no, happiness brews from within us. It wasn't until I found peace and joy from inside of me that pure contentedness and abundance began to fill my life. I currently have far less money now than I did just a couple short years ago, yet I find myself living with so many more joy-filled days. We still can't ignore the fact that although money cannot buy us happiness, it can buy us convenience and peace of mind. Because simply put, we live in a society where money is a necessity. We're the only one of God's creatures who has to pay to live on this planet. And I know all too well the anxiety that is evoked when there's too much month at the end of our monthly earnings. But the glory be to God, because He always provides. He has never failed me, and I believe He will never fail you either. So I encourage you to give your worries and anxiety to Him. For He shall set you free so that you can live with true peace and joy in your heart that's authentic and rightfully yours, knowing that you are worthy and that everything works out in God's good timing. Because God's not the one in a hurry, we are. Remember, Mama, it doesn't matter what you've gone through in your past or what you're going through right now. You can always make the decision now in this moment to change your life forever, to do something powerful with your life, to take one step toward the vision of your dreams. My prayer for you is that you're already there, because as homemakers, our legacy might not be held within something that we do, but instead within someone we raise. And I can't think of anything more worthy. Psalm 116, verse 6. The Lord preserves the simple. When I was brought low, He saved me. Some of the ways I have found to bring beauty into my home on a tight budget has been first to do some decluttering. A decluttered home is a happy home. I used to find it so easy to donate and throw away things I didn't need right then and there when we had large sums of money coming in each week. Because I knew that if I ended up needing something in the future, I could simply just run to the store and buy it. But once that changed for me, I found myself over-evaluating every little item in my home, fearing to give it away or donate it because maybe, just maybe, I might need it one day. And what if I didn't have the means to get it? But in reality, all things should flow, or else they get murky. And we can always borrow or trade or work for what is needed. So I've since decided to just let go of those things, to let go of the baby clothes that our daughter has outgrown, the clothes that I no longer wear, and items that we never use that have either previously served their purpose or some things that we never even used in the first place. All those things that have simply become clutter in our home. And I've found that the more I go through and purge all those little things that are simply taking up space, the more it frees my mind. Our homes are a reflection of our hearts. And for me, it's so true that a cluttered home equals a cluttered mind. When my home is clean, and free from excess clutter, my mind simply functions and feels so much better. As I think all homemakers do, when the seasons are changing, I find such joy in rearranging and decorating for the new season. There was a time when I would run to Target and Hobby Lobby and fill my cart with all sorts of things to refresh our living space. But I found this is anything but frugal and really not necessary. I gain just as much joy from cleaning our space and for doing things like foraging for wildflowers to put into a vase, or foraging edibles for food, and making things with what I can find, get for free, or that I can make with what we have on hand. In all honesty, it's far more gratifying and fulfilling to me than going to the store and buying things ever was. One of the absolute biggest ways that we save money allowing me to be a homemaker is to eat at home. Food, even at the grocery store, is so expensive these days, and so I've begun to even steer clear from those convenience foods that we used to buy from the store and instead make them from scratch at home. For example, my husband loves these frozen bean and cheese burritos since he can quickly toss them into the microwave and have a little snack if he gets hungry all of a sudden. Not only is the ingredient list a little frightening, I'm also able to make twice as many with just a few simple ingredients for half the price. And it took me only 10 minutes to put together over a dozen of them to get them ready for the freezer so that he can heat them up whenever he wants, just like the ones I used to buy from the store. And he tells me they're just as good, if not better, than the processed ones that we used to get from the store. As I said, it's also fun, super fun for me to go forage for food and to make up restaurant quality meals for just pennies on the dollar. They don't need to be complicated either. Simple sourdough bread, like this sourdough focaccia that I put together, and a simple, easy soup on a cool spring day not only nourish our bodies, but they taste absolutely divine. I also find that baking up some sweetbread, a cake, a pie, or a nice little plate of shortbread cookies lying on the counter or table not only looks pretty, but it also brings me much happiness when I get to see my family enjoying these treats that I've made that I know are not only healthier than what we'd be buying from the store, but are also far cheaper. Another way we save money is by me making our own cleaning products. This again takes only minutes and I only have to do it once or twice a year. It's a huge money saver for us. You can also get my homemade cleaning product ebook for free by clicking the link in my video description. It brings me peace of mind knowing that I'm keeping toxic chemicals out of our home and away from our children. And not only that, they smell wonderful and work just as good as the stuff I used to buy from the store. And to me, and I really think for everybody, a good smelling home is an instant pick-me-up. It lifts my mood. Even going into somebody else's home that smells good instantly makes me feel better about being there. There's just something so calming about when a home smells fresh and clean. So the simple things like opening windows for fresh air when the weather is nice outside, running a diffuser with great smelling essential oils, and cleaning with fresh products all work to improve my mood, even during the most difficult of times. And not only do these kinds of things help the home, but they help me by providing me with physical activity and self-love and giving love to my family. I find it to be a huge mood booster. Cleaning the house, baking bread, all of these things exert energy from my body, and why would I spend $100 a month for a membership at my local YMCA when I can get a workout and a clean home all for free? Knowing that I'm also here at home spending time with the people that I love most. And I know that as mamas and homemakers, we can feel so secluded being home pretty much all the time. And so getting out of the house is another huge way to boost our mind. So I leave you with a thought to ponder, because I've found it's not usually life's difficulties that make our lives hard, but rather it's our perspective of them. If you have a roof over your head, food in your belly, and those who you love by your side, then you're already winning in absolute abundance. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I hope you were able to gain a little bit of inspiration and to find more comfort in knowing that even through the difficult times, everything works out in God's good timing. I pray for you and your family. If you're not already, please subscribe. I would love to see you on next week's video. And definitely give this video a like. I appreciate every like, comment, and subscriber I get. Blessings to you all. Much love. Have a wonderful day.